today I am coming to you with Imperial Veterans. We're going to unbox this thing and take a look and see what's inside. Let's see.
Alright, so here it is. We're going to open it up, and this is your standard Aces size box. 2 ships in here. You get another bomber and a defender. And the bomber we're going to pull out and look at first. Same sculpt as the bomber, but you've got a gray paint job with some white highlights along the wings there. A little bit up on the top section. A little bit in the front here as well. And there's some on the bottom. Okay. Overall, I mean, it's pretty good sculpt. I mean, it's the same sculpt we've already seen. Pretty good paint job. The white on the wings looks a little thin. Like you can only, like maybe mine just ended up not being the best quality. Like this wing is obviously thicker than this wing. Is a little transparent. So maybe a little cheaper on the paint job there, but it's okay. It doesn't bother me that much. I've got a ton of bombers, and this thing, I hate the packaging for this because like the only way to get it out is to pull on this wing. But I know darn well that if I pull on this, I'm going to snap that wing off. I know I'm going to snap that wing off if I try to pull on it, and just because it's in there really tight. I'm going to have to cut this thing out. Oh my gosh. Bear with me, guys. I'm trying to cut this thing. Alright, so if you're trying to do this at home, just use scissors. I mean, or you can try and pop it out yourself. And some super glue will totally pop the wing back on. A lot of people like to save these inserts, but I would never use this insert. It's way too form-fitting. I'm curious, if you've got your Imperial Veterans already, please let me know if you had any trouble getting this thing out, because I don't want to break any within the first 5 minutes of owning it. Alright. Okay, so here is our red defender. The yellow background might kind of... Let me get a white background on it. I just dropped something. Alright. But anyway, it's pretty good. Nice paint job. Very nice. Really nice crimson-y red. Beautiful. Anyway, nice looking paint job. Very similar to the the Imperial Aces and those red interceptors we've got from before. Some very cool looking ships. Now let's take a look at our cardboard. Okay, so we've got a new bomber and defender dial. We have our tokens for our inserts for our pilots. We got some more bombs, so this is cool. We got another proximity, another cluster, so that's good. And then you've got your inserts for your little dial upgrade kits and some objective stuff for any kind of custom mission. Alright, let's take a look at pilots first. Let's see what we've got here. Alright, we're starting out with our 8 pilot skill bomber, Tomax Bryn. Once per round after you discard an elite pilot upgrade card, flip that card face up. So if you're not familiar with flip that card means, typically when you exhaust something and you spend it and it's done, you flip it over. So if you have, let's say, crack shot equipped, which is a great option to put on this guy, you flip it over once you use it. But then this guy lets you use it again. So every turn you can use crack shot instead of it being a once per game thing. Very, very cool option. This guy would make an excellent shuttle or an excellent bomber, because you could use that. Crack shot would be great if you had him loaded up with missiles and bombs. Now we've got Deathfire. When you reveal your maneuver dial, or after you perform an action, you may perform a bomb upgrade action as a free action. So what's really cool about this guy, first off, he's pilot skill 3, so he's moving very low in the pilot order. So that's really good for, typically that's really good for, proximity mines and cluster bombs and counter nets and things of that sort. So when the thing is cool is you can do a free action when you reveal your maneuver dial this way. Now he doesn't have an EPT, so you can't give him push the limit, but you could give him the experimental interface. Potentially take a stress and then do a green maneuver. So there you have options there, but he can basically drop a proximity mine or something like that that's going to stay, a persistent bomb that's going to stay on the ground before he even moves. So that's really cool. Or he can do it but he can do it as a free action. So you can load him up with guns, with missiles, and still let him bomb without having to waste, like if he needed to take a target lock. A lot of options with this guy, and options are very cool. Now we've got Gamma Squadron Veteran. We have 2 of these cards, which is really cool because this is an all-new bomber generic. We don't always see brand new generics for existing ships. So this one's very cool. It's a 19-point, pilot skill 5, generic with an EPT. So this is something a lot, I think, bombers had kind of needed. Pilot skill 5 is a really comfortable, pilot skill if you're going to field a lot of ships, because hopefully you'll have more ships than if you're going up against aces. You'll have more ships, but if you're going up against like a bunch of 2s, like a TLT Y-wing list, you'll be able to beat them on pilot skill. So it's just I like pilot skill 5. I think it's a very comfortable number. And the EPT is great. So, you can load them up with crack shot, or you can load them all up with push the limit if they're going to be like a missile volley, and it's a cheap way to get some tough ships out there to shooting missiles, or it's a lot of options there. So it's great to have EPT on generics. Okay, now we're looking at our Defender new stuff. And so this is great. So we see Marek Steel here. He is he's in 2 different ships now. So now we have the first the first time we've ever seen the same pilot in 2 different ships in the same faction, right? Now he keeps his ability though. So this is Marek Steel is just like the TIE Advanced Marek Steel. If you deal a face-up damage card, you get to draw 3 damage cards, choose one to deal, and discard the others. This is a fantastic ability. And he's in a ship now where he can potentially use that ability a little bit more depending on how you build him. Although I will admit I really do like Marek Steel in the upgraded TIE Advance with the advanced targeting computer. But this is a very cool ability, especially if you give him some of the new titles that lets him shoot twice the chance to use that awesome ability. Next is Countess Riot. Arguably the most coolest, awesomest pilot in this whole pack. You may when you reveal a forward maneuver, you may treat it as a choreographed maneuver. So she can do a 2K turn, a 3K turn, a 4K turn, or a 5K turn. And she can do a green K turn because those are green. She can take those green forwards and make them K turns. So very, very cool. Great candidate. She has an EPT for pilot skill 5. She is a great candidate for push the limit, or anything that's going to give her stress, because she's going to have a very easy time shedding stress because she's got green K turns now. So that's huge. It's very, very huge. Opportunist might work on this one as well. It's an idea. Okay. Now we have some new, similar to the bombers, we have some new, generics. Glaive Squadron. They cost 34. Now they have the same cost as Countess Riot. They are 1 pilot skill higher, and they have an EPT, but they don't have that cool ability that she has. So Glaive Squadron is pretty cool. Pilot skill 6. If people are getting comfortable with pilot skill 5, 6 will beat that, because, in case you didn't know, 6 is higher than 5. And then we've got our tractor beam token, bomb token, and cluster mines. So now let's look at the upgrade cards that we get with this awesome box. So you get another crack shot. It's awesome. Everybody needs more crack shots. They're great, especially with the stuff that comes in this box. Lots of opportunities for crack shot. You get another tractor beam, which is very cool because we haven't seen that in too many other places before. So that's very cool, and you might want those on your defenders. We get a systems officer. This is a brand new card, and I love it. This is Imperial only, and it's limited. After you execute a green maneuver, choose another friendly ship at range 1. That ship may acquire a target lock. Basically, free actions, right? You don't have to do an action to do it. Let somebody get a free target lock. It does say choose another friendly ship, so you can't do this for yourself, but it's great with the one of the new cards that comes in here, the TIE Shuttle. Let's jump to that. We got 2 TIE Shuttle cards. This is a bomber title. It's a free title. You lose all your weapon upgrades, but you gain 2 crew slots. And you cannot equip a crew that costs more than 4 squad points. So no gunner and no emperor, but you can put Vader, or you can put Yasani Isard, and you can put all kinds of these new support crew that are Imperial only that are turning out to be really cool. A systems officer and a fleet officer would be really cool on a TIE Shuttle. Alright, so we get another cluster mine. We get another proximity mine. Not mom. Did I say proximity mom? Is that when your mom doesn't want you to play X-Wing and she's hovering over you? What are you doing? Okay. Long range scanners. We get 2 of these. This is very cool. It's a 0-point modification. We're seeing more of these lately. You can acquire target locks on ships at range 3 and beyond. Beyond. Very cool keyword there. Beyond. You cannot acquire target locks on ships at range 1 to 2. You can equip this card only if you have the missile and torpedo in your upgrade bar. So, bombers, right? Well, who else can get this? Oh, how about a fire spray with the Slave 1 title? You know, very cool option for fire sprays. If you give them the Slave 1. I would love to see this card be equipable on the M3A with the Heavy Sick title, because it doesn't necessarily give you those on your upgrade bar, but you get your kind of your choice. I don't know. I'd love if there was a way to do that, but you know. All right, here's the new titles. We got 2 titles for the Defender. We got 2, and we get 2 of each. We got 2 TIE X7s and 2 TIE Ds. So TIE X7, TIE Defender only title. Your upgrade bar loses the cannon and missile upgrade icons. Okay, so you're going to be primary gun only, which is fine. This is a -2 point cost, by the way. So that alone is cool. It's a -2 point cost for a ship some people thought were overcosted. After executing a 3, 4, or 5 speed maneuver, you may assign an evade token to your ship. This is a really, really, really good card. So, you know, you can make, you know, your cheapest, I think the cheapest TIE Defender is what, 35 points? You can make it 33 points that way? Very cool. No, they're not 35. She's 34. Maybe it's 30. I don't know. Whatever it is. Yeah, I think it's the cheapest one is 30. So you still can't fit 4 of them in a list, but still a very cool upgrade card. Makes you very hard to kill. Very good dueling card. Now here's the Powerhouse. This is a 0 point cost, so effectively more expensive than the TIE X7. Once per round, after you perform an attack with a cannon secondary weapon that costs 3 or fewer squad points, you may perform a primary weapon attack. So basically this lets you shoot twice. You can equip either an ion, mangler, or tractor beam, fire, and then fire your primary weapon. So what can you do with this? You can take a tractor beam, pull them close into range 1, then fire at range 1. You can take an ion token, maybe cause them to spend some of their stuff, and then now they don't have a focus left. Ion cannon, for example. Now they don't have a focus left, so then Marek Steel's ability can more likely to trigger. You know, and this also has synergy with some old Defender pilots too. You know, maybe Rexlar Brath, you know, wants them to spend their focus or their evade token on his first cannon shot, so that he's more likely to get some damage cards through, saving his focus and flipping that up. And this great synergy if you want to do that too, because maybe you put your fleet and systems officer on a TIE bomber that's got the the TIE Shuttle title, so it's supporting Rexlar, who then takes a focus, then gets another focus from the fleet officer, and now Rexlar is gonna shoot with his ion cannon, cause you to spend all your stuff. Then he shoots again. Oh, focus, 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 hit. Okay, I'll spend the focus, turn those all to hits. Boom, 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 boom. They all get through, and then I spend my second focus and completely wreck faces. So, very cool. A lot of possibilities with this. Countess Riot is gonna be cool. I love to see Marek Steel again. Do you think, now that we've seen Marek Steel, and actually, I guess we also have Heroes of the Resistance coming out too, right? So you're going to see Han Solo, but it's the same ship, right? But do you think we might see new duplicate cards, upgraded versions of same characters? Are we going to see like a Jedi Luke Skywalker? How about a Jedi Luke crew? How would that be? What do you think? Would you want to see that? Of course you would. Of course you would. If you don't want to see that, let me know why not, and I will laugh at you. All right. Well, so thank you guys so much for watching. This has been our Imperial Veterans unboxing and review. Let me know what you think, and as always, thanks for watching, guys. Have a great day.